So my gardening time this year has been kind of diverted, if you will. But I did, every now and then I'd run out and I'd throw something in the ground just because I wanted something in the ground. So I'm going to show you what I got. I still got my cannas planted. I got a little Lazy Susan vine, whatever they call that, Thumbergia or berry or what, I don't know. I've got my wicking tubs, and I just planted some snap beans in there. I'd had carrots, lettuce. I took them out, and I put these beans in there just to have something in there. I just want to see how they'll grow. Got my rose. I got some zinnias and some Bright Lights Cosmos in there, and a sunflower over there. These two beds up front, you see they just got leaves and limbs in them. Well, I do got some lemon balm right there. But up there I got two beds that's just got leaves and cardboard and limbs. I'm just leaving those through the winter, and I may plant them next year. I may not. I just have to see what they look like. But I probably will plant them next year. Over here, I do got some marigolds. My marigolds hadn't really bloomed too well. I mean, I got some blooms, but they just volunteer from last year. I've got some garlic right in here. I had some potatoes, but I've already harvested them. Get out in this sun, maybe it won't be too bad. I went ahead and planted a few more squash. My squash has done 0 this year. But it seems like it does that every year. In the spring, they just don't make. I don't know why. The bugs generally get them, but I've got some that have survived the bugs this year, but they're just not making any fruit. But I plant them all through the year because generally in the fall, I start to get some. I got some okra planted right here. Got a, what is that? Comfrey. I dug up that canna from somebody's house. Anyway, I just threw it right there. It's doing good. I got some cucumbers, some more zinnias. I don't know what these are, cayenne pepper or something like that. And another rose. I like my roses, and some more cannas. Back here, I just threw some corn. I got a rose of Sharon right there, a white one, and I got a purple one in the midst of all that corn. But I've got, you hear my chicken back there? All this corn, I don't know if it'll do any good or not. I planted it way late. The two storms have come and knocked it down. Some of them are standing back up. Some of them are still bent over, but they'll live or they won't. I planted some peas in between each of the rows just because I wanted to. And then back here is my grapevine. It's a Concord grape, I think. That's what it is. A friend of mine, a buddy of mine, had it. He had some like 40, 50 years old. He was afraid he was going to lose me. He'd already lost some of them. And so he wanted me to root some. So I rooted some a couple years ago. Give him several, his brother some. And then I kept a few for myself just to have. I planted some at Mama's too. Must have laid an egg. So I went ahead and made 3 more wicking buckets. A friend of mine raises cows. And they have all these tubs, these feed tubs that they use. And these two, if you'll notice, they got 2 buckets. I couldn't get them apart, so I said, well, I just use that. The space in between the top bucket and the bottom bucket is where my water is. I just drilled some holes in the bottom of it. The top bucket, put a t-shirt in it, stuffed it down with that pipe. Went to where we hunt. They had made a road through there and pushed up the topsoil up in the pile, so I just went and filled them up. Those things are some kind of heavy. That's why they're sitting where they are. I got some zucchini, I think, planted in there. I just planted it. So I got a couple of tomatoes. I got this tomato. I got one over there. One right there. And then I got some bell peppers planted there. That's a volunteer sweet potato. And that's cauliflower, not cauliflower, collards that the worms love. They make leaves and the worms eat them, and then they make some more leaves and the worms eat those too. Over here I got some more okra, and then over here I just got empty beds. I got a bed there, a bed there. You can see the cardboard. I hadn't put leaves on it yet. There's actually leaves up under it because I put leaves under it and then I put cardboard and then I put leaves on top of it. But I'm just getting these ready for next year or the year after, whenever I just want it ready when I get ready to plant it. I got some more over here. You see my lantanas. They're starting to put on some blooms pretty good. I don't know if you can see, you'll be able to see my front of my flower bed. We've had a lot of rain this year, so that's been good. I want to show you this little section we made up for my mom. I'm not finished with it. Obviously, I never finish anything. I've got to finish putting the fence around it so the dogs will quit getting in there. I've got a fig tree that I rooted over there. I guess you can see it, but got some herbs, rosemary, sage, oregano, lavender, I don't know what all's in there, some strawberries. Anyway, we made this for the birds. Got some bird feeders, some waters, and some little fake mushroom things like there that light up at dark. Mama can see it out of her window. See that? That's her window. So she can see it at night. Anyway, that's what we've been up to. I hope y'all have a fantastic day and hope that you love the Lord with all your heart. And if you don't, you need to. You need to. It's the right thing to do. God bless.